How's it going, everyone? Today I thought we'd do a mini city update and get started on the amusement park area of Fred-BRICKS-burg. Now in the future when I have more space, I definitely want to have a bigger park, but for now I just have this one green base plate next to my Japanese castle, so I figured let's go ahead and get started on it. So first off, I want to build this Ufo Spinner Ride. It's set number 31095, and it's actually called Fairground Carousel, which I can never remember that name, so it's always a real pain for me to try to look it up online. But let's go ahead and build it. Alright, so this set is actually really cool. You have a great looking UFO up top with the letters behind it, and then the seats that the riders ride in are a rocket, a space shuttle, a UFO with a little alien guy, and then a cow, of course. So I really like those touches, and it's actually pretty fun to play with too, and you can get it spinning pretty fast if you go for it. Now one thing that was a surprise and kind of a disappointment, that it actually takes up a lot of room, especially when it's spinning, because you need to leave enough space for it. And if I bring over that base plate, you can see that it pretty much takes up the whole base plate, especially when you spin it. So since my area is so small in my current city, I think we're just going to cheat a little bit and put this over to the side and have it hang over a little bit. And that way, while it's spinning on this side, you still have a little bit of room for some other stuff. Now another thing I'm going to do is raise this ride up one plate with some jumpers, because when I push it down, the bottom of the ride has too much clutch power and it starts to pull up the edges of the plate. And you can see that from this other one here that I have ready to go with some jumpers. Now I know this isn't a base plate, but I tested it with that and it does the same thing. So for now I'm just going to use a off-brand 32 by 32 plate, mainly because it matches the same color green as the bottom of the ride, and I like this green better than that bright green that the base plates come in. So we're just going to put this on these jumpers like that, and you can see when I spin it now, we still have some room on this side for some other stuff. So now that we have the spinning ride down, we definitely need to put something back here in this space. You might have noticed when we saw the box that this is a 3-in-1 set, which means there is a B version for the set also. So I went ahead and bought those parts and built that right here, which is the tower drop ride. And obviously it looks great with the other one because it has the same rocket on top and the same colors, and it looks pretty cool. But I do think it looks a little wimpy, it's just too short, so let's go ahead and make it taller. And we can do that by just adding a couple of Technic lift arm beams. So I'll take the top section off here, add those two pieces right there, put the top back on. Really easy modification. And now I think that looks a lot better. But you might have noticed that it is a lot louder now just because it's so taller, and that's probably not good for the pieces as well. Might cause them to break off or something in the future. So what I thought we could do is add a shock absorber. So I took this little wheel with the tire still on it, rubber tire, and we can just add that to some bricks and just mount those on the back of this ride like so. Now when we drop it, the back of the ride should hit that tire and slow it down before it hits the base. Let's give it a try. Oh, there we go. That was definitely quieter, but we might need to add some seatbelt or some better seatbelts on this ride. But that was a lot quieter, and I think it will be better in the long run. So we can just place that ride back here on these jumpers that I have. And we can see that there is room for the spinning ride and it does not hit it, which is good. So now that we have the tower drop ride looking a little less like Buckaroos and a little more like the Scream, let's go ahead and add the ticket booth that came with the set back here in between the two rides, because obviously the guests need a place to buy the tickets. And then we can also add the bench that came with the set over here in front of the two rides, and that'll be for the spectators or those that are too chicken to ride the ride themselves. And I guess we should go ahead and add some safety railing around the spinning ride, just so no one gets hit, because obviously we don't want that to happen. There, that's much safer. Next I have this Fairground accessory pack. It comes with a shoot down the cans game, where you can shoot down the cans with the little gun and win a stuffed animal. It also comes with 2 park employees and some fun outfits. and a father and daughter. So we can put that kind of carnival game right next to the bench here. And then we can put the fairground employees around the park. And of course, making sure that there is plenty of room for the spinning ride. Plenty of room. Taking it back to the city, I think it looks great next to my Japanese castle. And I actually really like how the flame of the dragon is almost hitting the rider on the tower drop there. Now I know this isn't an elaborate build by any means, but I think it's a pretty good start. There is a new gift with purchase coming out later this month that comes with a few smaller rides, so I think I'll probably get that to add. But I might need some more room, so maybe I'll extend it out front, or I could go over to my nightstand, which is at a slightly lower level. And I don't know if you've seen it, but there's also a new Alien Spinner Ride coming out later this year, and it looks awesome and will definitely go well with these two space-themed rides, so I'm definitely going to be getting that one. Also, let me know in the comments if you can think of anything that makes this scene look a little better. Your comments are greatly appreciated, and if you want to see my other previous city updates, you can check those out, and I hope you have a great day.